concept of multiple user login, and we also saw the concept of change password in this case. So let us open that application and run it once. So C drive, project folder name was MCM. On the path, you can just type CMD. It will open in the command prompt in this. And here we will type Python manage.py, run server directly in this. Okay. So server is running, minimize this, open the web browser, and we have to type a URL here, that is localhost colon 8000 slash, followed by, you have to every time type a path or the name that you have given in the urls.py. The problem here is you people are attending the classes regularly, so you know what is the name that we have given in the urls.py to access those web pages. Okay, so suppose if I type localhost colon 8000 slash, it will show me what are all the paths that I can use to access that particular page. So what I have to do is I have to copy this link, paste it here, and click on this, it will open the login page. Suppose if I want to open the register page, again what I have to do, I have to remove this user login, type localhost colon 8000, and then we have to take the student register page, copy this and paste it here. So don't you think it is a most irritating work that you have to do every time to access any web page? And I'm sure you have none of you have ever done this for any other applications that we have used in this case. Okay, like if you want to access the Gmail, it will show you the menus in this case. So if I access gmail.com, that gmail.com is domain name that we have to remember every time in this case. And once you have done it, very simple, yeah, whatever the pages you want, you have a access here. Like example, I want to click on start, I click on the menu, it will show me the content. I click on snooze, it shows me the content. I click on send, it will show me the content. So if I click on draft, it will show me the content. So here I'm not typing anything here. You can see these things will change every time. So here you can see mail slash use slash drafts. If I click on this, it says mail slash use slash zero dot inbox. So what is happening here is every time I click a menu here, it is changing the content of the page. So instead of typing this every time to access any page, the best option is always to type to have a link where I need not remember the labels in this case. Now these are basically the URL labels. So I need not remember these labels to access the web page in this. And how to do that? That is because whatever the design we have done, it is just a plain white background, and we have created the bootstrap in this case. But apart from that, is again a black label and no background, nothing, no images, nothing in this case. So, how to make a change, how to convert this to make it look better is what we will be concentrating in the today's class in the concept of something called as templates. That is, how this page I can modify so that it looks something like this. This is one of my customer website in this, well, not website, it's a library software in this case. So how to make it look something like this? And if I, this is a registration page which we have learned till now, how to do this kind of a design. And after I log in, probably they have changed the passwords in this, I guess. Okay. So how to have this kind of a design? And here you can see once I logged in, it is showing me library home. When I click on this, it will go to another page. You can see issue book. I need not remember, because if there are 3 4 files that we have created, then it is easy for us to remember. If the pages are something like this, can you remember all these page URLs in this case? So that will become a most headache part. So I click on this, it opens the page. I click on this, it opens the page. I click on this, it opens the page. So how to have this kind of a design? Of course, this is a very basic level of design which I have created. So today's class, we will be concentrating on how to make it more look more attractive. Okay, so that is what we will be concentrating in the today's session in this case. And to start with, we log out from here. Okay. So to start with, how to apply the designs. And first thing, if you remember, I have not concentrated much on the CSS part in this because for the appearance and all, CSS plays a very important role. And I have not used more concentration on the CSS. I have made use of the bootstrap in this case. And what is the reason for this? The reason is very simple. The CSS people will lose their job very soon in this case, and there is a reason for that. The reason is very simple because nowadays hiring one person only for CSS or the style sheet is very costly for the company because the same whatever the designs he prepares, those designs are available in the internet for 1,500, 2,000 rupees, maximum 3,000 rupees. So if the design is available for 3,000 rupees, why will I hire a employee uh, and pay him 20,000 or 15 or 20,000 per month? Is of no use in this case. So that is the reason why most of the people are concentrating on the ready-made designs that are available in the internet. Pay them, download the design whichever you like in this case, and you can use it for your project. A very simple method of designing the site in this. So today's class, we will be concentrating such designs. We'll download a design, we'll edit it, and we will use it in our application. And for that, very simple, you can go to Google the design in this case. So you can put it as free HTML templates for college websites. Click on enter. And it will show you many thousands of sites where you can see those designs. Just open them. Or don't go to W3 schools because it does not have a attractive designs in this case. So you can skip that. Yes. So here we have a responsive sites in this. You can select whichever design you like. Just select the template in this case. We have other sites also in this. Some are free, some are paid. Remember this. Okay. So if it is a paid website, you have to purchase those designs. Some people they give it for free of cost, and they give it free of cost only saying that they have to keep the footer in the bottom in this. They have to keep you have to keep their name, their logo in that case in the footer. Only in that condition you can take those sites in this case. So you can see the designs. There are huge number of designs that are available. You have to just choose a best design which suits your application in this case. So don't make it more attractive, more color. No, use a minimal color in this case because real-time websites are not like you use hundreds of colors to design the site. Don't do that. Okay, so you can just download the design that you want. Let us see this design how it looks. Click on live demo. You can see the live demo of this particular site. You have some designs like this. So you have a place to put your project name or your client name in this case. You have a menu options in this case, and on the bottom if you scroll down you can put an image of the school or college, then some content for it if you want. Remove these part because this is a place where I want my form design to be displayed. So you have to remove these unwanted contents from this particular page in this case. Okay, so let us take this design and we will use it for our project in this case. So for that, go for a download. And of course, as I told you, it is some are not free in this case. If you are accessing, if you want it to be free, then there are some conditions they put. You can just go through these conditions. Okay, so you can go through these conditions and you can access it. The most important is remove footer current link. You can't remove the footer where they have their name displayed in this case. Otherwise, sir, I want to purchase it. If you want to purchase it for one website, it is $19. So that you can see 19 into somewhere around 85 rupees. So you're getting it for 1,615 rupees. So very simple. payment. I told you it is between 1,500 to 2,000 in this case. Or he says one more option, $49 for 3 months access. In that you can use it for personal project. You can use it for create website for client. That is, you are giving it to the client. You can remove the footer credit in this case. You can remove the footer. You can put your name there. And he says you can access up to 110 templates. And remember, 110 templates means you are giving it for 110 customers. So for 110 customers, it is $49 in this case. So just make a calculation, 49 into 85 something. So just by paying 4,165, let's say let us include the tax also in this, say 5,000 rupees. For 5,000 rupees, you are accessing 110 templates in this case for 3 months. Okay, you can download all those 110 templates for 3 months. You can download it from the site in this case. So you can imagine, if I'm paying a salary of 15,000 for an employee for 3 months, it is 45,000. Whereas here I'm paying only 5,000 rupees in this. You can imagine. And if if I tell him to make 100 and, 110 templates in this, he might take 1 year. So 1 year means 20,000 I am paying. That means I am paying around 2,40,000 rupees in this case for 1 year for one particular employee. So here, just the download button, by just paying 5,000 rupees, you can access all the templates that are available in this case. And now see, luckily is giving a discount also here. I did not see this. So you can see the discounts also in this. Lifetime it is 139.99 for annual access. 1 year you can access, or you can make use of this one-time payment. The collection will be done. So you can have all these facilities in this particular website in this case. Okay, so I have downloaded this. I'll keep it free of course for the time being. Yes. So click on the free download and the download begins. On this site, let me close. You can choose any design. First, choosing the design is also important in this case. So you can choose whichever design you want in the application. And instead of, even after telling so many times to be online, शगुफ्ता इतना बार बोला हूँ कि when the class starts, don't log in. Come early. What is the problem to come online? Physical तो नहीं आ रहे यहाँ पे. So, so we have downloaded a template in this. Let me have a look. So open this. We'll extract that folder. So this is the site. Open this. नेटवर्क इशू रहता जी. 4G 5G चल रहा है. So in this, open the index page and run. Index page is a starting page always, and that is the most important page for us in this. So this is the index page. So I can change the name of the college here. I can put some content about the college. I can change the photo of the college in this. Menu we will edit later. Not we'll edit that in the last part in this. Scroll down. I don't want contents here. Okay, I want to remove this entire thing. My form design should come in this particular background because I prefer some color in the background instead of having a white background in this. So I have to remove the contents, whatever I am seeing here. I have to delete those. That will do it in the later. I don't want this entire thing. We have to delete it. Same thing with this. I don't want this entire thing delete. So this should also be deleted. Image to be deleted. This section is to be deleted. All these are something which I don't want. So I have to delete all these contents. Everything should be deleted in this case. So apart from that, I think this looks good to put our form design. There is a background white, and on that we'll keep this part, and our form should come in this particular division. Okay, so this plays a very important role. So here, this is how we have to select like which looks more attractive for designing in this. So this looks attractive. In this, I can have the form design. I'll just remove these contents from this. I'll keep that division. This division is not required. Contact is also not required. Join is not required. footer in this. Now, if you don't purchase a footer, you are not supposed to delete this particular line. And of course, we are doing it for education purpose. I'm not using it for any real-time customer in this case. So I can delete these contents which I don't want. Okay. So once you decide this much, start editing the page in this case. So let us start with editing the page. Open that in the index.html. First thing that we have to remove is the title tag in this. Give a suitable name for your project, whatever the project name is there. I'll put the project name in this particular location, or we can, now it is for university, so we'll keep it as SUK. Save. The most important thing, step by step you keep changing in this case. You make a change, go to the HTML page, refresh, and see whether the change has been done or not. Okay. Next, even here I want Sharon Baswai University full name in this case. So scroll down, search where that label is, and you can see it is Arsha here. So you can put SHARN ESVA, Shanvasva UNIVERSITY. Save this and refresh, and you can see Shanvasva University. Of course, that is because the length is more. We have menus, we don't have space, so it is putting it in one single two lines in this case. That we can later edit if you want in this. You have to just make some changes to that. That we'll see in the later part. And of course, you can now itself you can change the menus if you want. You can remove the number of menus. The space will automatically increase. So let me keep some minimum menus in this. Save and refresh. And now you can see I have minimum menus in this, and the Shanvasa University is looking good in this case. Then let this be as it is. We are not concentrating more on the menu part as of now. Better solution for your business is better solution for your education. Okay, so just scroll down. Of course, we need something for school, college level in this case. Say best university, UNIVERSITY, right? Best university in North Karnataka. बोलने में क्या जाता है? So we are a team of talented. Remove this. अभी कौन सीखेगा? Leave that. Save this and make the change and refresh. Just check whether it's set correct. Yes, best university in Karnataka. Get started. Watch video नहीं चाहिए. So you can search for them. You can delete it. And whenever you delete and you get an empty division tag, उसको भी delete करो. Save this. Run the okay. Now image को change करना है. That we can do it in the later part also in this case. Next. ये HSBC landmark. I don't want this options in this case. So go scroll down and you can see those here. These are all the images they have used in this. हर एक image को delete करो. So this entire all these are images delete किया. You got an empty division deleted. And this script is not required. वो script scroll करने के लिए था. So you can delete the entire script. और एक division आ गया. Delete this division. Empty division again. Delete. Section tag empty आ गया. Delete. Save करो. Now that scrolling is gone. मेरे को अबाउट अस भी नहीं चाहिए. आई डोंट वांट दीज ऑप्शंस इन दिस केस. सो यू हैव अ हेडिंग दैट इज अबाउट अस हियर. डिलीट. एम्प्टी डिवीजन डिलीट. सेव करो. अबाउट अस इज गॉन. देन यू कैन सी लोरेम आईपीसम. वो नहीं चाहिए. दैट लोरेम आईपीसम इज हियर. उसको भी डिलीट. अगेन यूएल टैग को डिलीट. एम्प्टी डिवीजन डिलीट. अगेन डिवीजन टैग which is having a content delete. Empty division delete. Empty division delete. Empty section tag delete. अभी I always prefer starting में जब first time you are doing it, don't be in hurry to finish the things, because गलती से अगर एक टैग भी आपने डिलीट किया which you should not supposed to, तो पूरा डिजाइन खराब हो जाएगा. Okay, so you have to be very careful. Slowly change it one by one. जैसे आपको वो स्ट्रक्चर समझ में आने का स्टार्ट होगा, then you can try to do it a bit fast on this. जैसे This entire division, this whole thing, उन्होंने क्या किया है, they have put it inside a section tag. ठीक है, so I can select the entire section to section, close off the section, delete करो, and my prediction is that this whole thing should be gone. अगर वो ठीक काम करा तो आपका काम करेक्ट है. सेम थिंग यू कैन फॉलो फॉर द नेक्स्ट. उसको भी एंटायर सेक्शन, बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट दिस स्किल सेक्शन इन दिस केस, सो सेक्शन टू सेक्शन डिलीट कर रहा हूँ. सेव, रिफ्रेश, बिकॉज मेरे को समझ में आया कि स्ट्रक्चर क्या है. डोंट बाय हार्ट दीज थिंग्स बिकॉज हर एक में सेम नहीं रहेगा, बिकॉज इट कीप्स चेंजिंग. हर एक डिजाइन एक अलग अलग क्लासेस यूज करते हैं. सो मेक श्योर दैट when you are doing it, you should always make sure that you have understood the structure correctly. In this case, अभी services का एक section है, so select the entire services section and you can delete this. Save करो, refresh. So the entire section is deleted. Then you have work progress. Of course, I don't require the work progress also in this. तो उसका भी एक पूरा division है. Select the entire section. Select the entire section and save करो and refresh. The entire section is gone. Portfolio भी नहीं चाहिए. So again there is a portfolio का एक section है. So select the entire section because this will save time. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, divisions if you keep selecting then it will take more time. So delete, save, refresh. तो delete हो गया. I don't even want pricing option in this case. तो select the pricing का पूरा tag from section till the close of the section. Delete, save करो and then refresh. Testimonial I don't require in this case. So अच्छा ये pricing पे है, so we are in the pricing. So let me delete the pricing. Pricing का चला गया. Okay, so pricing is gone. Now we have is the testimonial in this case. So testimonial का एक section है. Delete the testimonial section. And if you are feeling that it is most difficult, no. In this template it is easy. Okay. So testimonial का delete हो गया. Frequently asked questions I don't want. So delete that option also. Complete section. Save, refresh. And then yes, I want this particular section to be there. So what I will do is I'll delete this photo, delete this, I'll keep this label as it is. Okay, so that वो मेरे को आगे use होगा इसका. So I'll tell you what I have to do here. थोड़ा slight modification in this. पूरा content, पूरा section delete नहीं करना है. You have to delete this photo and few contents from here. So उसके लिए just scroll down. I want that subscribe to our newsletter. Yes, I want this content. इसको delete करना है. नीचे का text delete. Save करो, check करो. The content is gone. Email address का एक form tag रहेगा. So you can see there is a form tag to form tag. I can delete this entire form tag to form tag. So वो text box with the button they will be removed in this case. ठीक है. Now I need to remove that photo also in this case. Of course, it will be an image tag in this. So image tag को delete, content or division, empty division delete, empty division delete. And one thing you can see here, call LG6. Call LG6 यानी it is taking 50%. Now image is gone, but still यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Subscribe to our newsletter left में है. I want it in the center. मतलब यहाँ पे because the LG6 only half of it is taken. Change it to 12. Save करो, refresh. Now the full length is there. वो content को center tag में डालो, डाल के check करो. Put it in the center tag. तो वो बीच में आना चाहिए. Yes, I got it in the middle. और इसको delete मत करो because ये एक identification mark रहेगा हमारे को. So that this is a place where I have to put the form designs in this. So for that identification mark, I'll keep this line as it is. Recent blog नहीं चाहिए. Now we can again start editing section to section in this case. So delete the whole section. Delete. Save करो. Refresh. The recent blog is gone. Contact us भी नहीं चाहिए. So again the same thing. Contact us section बोल के है. Select it. Delete. सेव करो, रिफ्रेश, कॉन्टैक्ट अस इज गॉन. ज्वाइन आवर न्यूज़लेटर चाहिए नहीं चाहिए, आई डोंट वांट दिस, आई डोंट वांट द फुटर इन दिस, सो ज्वाइन आवर न्यूज़लेटर को भी डिलीट करना है. यू कैन सेलेक्ट द फुटर टैग, जो सब पूरा फुटर में आता है. सो फुटर टैग को पूरा फुटर टू फुटर सेव करो, रिफ्रेश, बस इतना काफी है. That is, I have got a loading page in this case. नीचे scroll करता हूँ. In this page, I want my form designs in this. तो इतना आ गया तो the editing part is successfully completed. The most important thing that you should remember कि यहाँ पे हमने उसको हाईलाइट किया है, मतलब हमारा जो फॉर्म डिजाइन जहाँ पे आना था उसको हमने यहाँ पे सेलेक्ट किया एंड वी हैव केप्ट दैट लिंक एज इट इज, बिकॉज वो जगह पे हमारा फॉर्म डिजाइन आना चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट आई एम यूजिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन. इतना होने के बाद द नेक्स्ट थिंग, ऑफ कोर्स सर आई वांट टू चेंज माय दिस फोटो विद आवर कॉलेज फोटो. लेट अस गो टू द गूगल. University, go to images, बहुत सारे फोटोज मिलेंगे. आई थिंक दिस लुक्स जर्मनी का है, नॉट yours on this, so you can select. I think this is yours only, Department of Civil. जो भी हो, select one image that looks good in this. That's an evil, right? I think this. बीच में झाड़ नहीं आना था. Anyways, the previous one was good. We'll go with this image if it is clear. Clear होना चाहिए. That is also important. I will go with this. Save images. आपके जो फोल्डर आपने एडिट किया है, you should go to the same folder, that is downloads. Downloads में Astra something, in that Astra, yes. Asset बोल के फोल्डर है, उसके अंदर इमेज बोल के फोल्डर है. You वहाँ पे check the path where he has stored that. In the index page, wherever he has set the path, same जगह पे store करना है. So he says in the assets image hero. So in the assets image, and here you have to paste it. I'll copy it as main.png. Whatever the name is there, copy करो, save करो. Once it is saved, you change it here. That is, you put it here in this case. Save कीजिए and then just refresh your site. So you get the photo in this case. And usually we never prefer a sharp curve in this case. तो थोड़ा curve होना चाहिए, sharp edge नहीं होना चाहिए. So what we can do is image tag में we can have rounded बोल के एक class है in bootstrap. So rounded to refresh, थोड़ा curve दिखेगा. Now you can see curve looks better than a sharp edge in this case. Okay. So now ये image का काम हो गया. इतना होने के बाद the next thing what you have to do, now the template editing is over. उसके बाद in your project folder वो HTML फाइल छोड़ के, skip the HTML फाइल, text फाइल and all, क्या क्या other फाइल्स है, फोल्डर्स जो है, फाइल्स है, copy them and go to your project folder, application के अंदर जाओ, create one new folder by the name static. Okay, static बोल के देके paste कर दो. Sir, is it compulsory to give it as static? The answer is no. You can give any folder name, लेकिन पाथ जहाँ पे भी आप static के बदले में design या ABC बोल के folder यूज किया, जिधर भी मैं static बोल के folder का नाम यूज कर रहा हूँ, you have to use design or whatever folder name you have given. But I prefer uniformity, so static is generally a word that is used for these kind of fixed data in this case. तो अभी यहाँ पे होगा static folder create किए, उसके अंदर we copy pasted the assets folder in this. The next step that we have to do is go to your templates folder, open करो, create a one more folder here, call it as designs. डिजाइन्स बोल के एक फोल्डर क्रिएट करो, ओपन दैट डिजाइन्स फोल्डर. Inside the designs folder, create 3 HTML files. खाली HTML files को create करो यहाँ पे. So I'll take one new document. अगर default आपका Sublime text है, it will open in Sublime. If you are using Visual Studio Code, it will open in Visual Studio Code. नहीं तो आपका HTML file default है, तो it will open it in HTML file in this case. So it's easy. So what we will be doing is we will be saving this particular file. Save as head.html. Use the same names in this case. Okay, इसका purpose है. So head.html. Create a one more HTML file. Save it as mid.html. Create a one more file. Save it as last.html. तो हमने 3 HTML files create किए. That is head.html, mid.html and last.html. Okay. Now come to the template that you have edited. Scroll up. Whatever you find the content in the head tag, मतलब head tag open और head tag बीच में कुछ भी content हो, copy that. Of course comments है वो नहीं चाहिए. Copy that, put it inside the head.html. Okay, so आपके HTML पे जो edit किए उधर से copy every content in this, put it inside the head tag in this case. उसके बाद next after the body tag जो भी कंटेंट है स्टार्ट कॉपिंग दिस. कहाँ तक बोले तो आई टोल्ड यू देयर इज वन लेबल दैट इज ये हमारा सब्सक्राइब टू आवर न्यूज़लेटर जो हमने मार्क पॉइंट रखा था. कॉपी दैट टिल दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस, पुट इट इनसाइड द mid.html. Okay, so from the body tag till the mark point that we had left, that हमारा फॉर्म डिजाइन यहाँ पे आना चाहिए बोल के हमने एक लेबल को छोड़ा था, तो वहां तक जो भी कंटेंट है फ्रॉम द बॉडी टैग को छोड़ दो और फ्रॉम देयर कॉपी टिल देयर, पुट इट इनसाइड द mid.html. कम टू द इंडेक्स पेज. उसके बाद जो भी कंटेंट आता है वो जो लेबल था, लेबल के बाद जो भी कंटेंट आता है कॉपी दैट टिल द क्लोज ऑफ द बॉडी टैग को छोड़ दो, close of the body tag, put it inside the last.html. So I've done basically 4 copy paste का काम किया. First copy paste में we created a folder called static in the application folder और जो भी हमारे edited HTML page का folder था, we copied all the folders from that particular folder and put it inside the static folder in this. Then second thing what we did was we created a one more folder called designs inside the templates folder. So designs बोल के एक folder create किए, उधर 3 HTML files head, mid, last. और head में क्या करते हैं, head.html में क्या करते हैं, हमारे जो template जो edit किए उसके अंदर head tag के अंदर जो भी content है we copied those contents, we put it inside the head.html. Body tag के बाद जो भी contents है from there till that label we copied everything, we put it inside the mid.html. and हमारे कंटेंट के बाद मतलब जो जो लेबल था, लेबल के बाद जो भी कंटेंट था that we copied and we pasted it inside the last.html. Okay, so these were the 4 different copy pastes that we had done. We created 2 folders, one folder static that should be in the application folder और एक folder designs inside the templates folder in this case. तो folder के अंदर ये content को हमने रखा है. Next after this close, अभी ये HTML का काम हो गया, so you can close this index.html. लेकिन ये तीनों में important काम है. क्या काम है यहाँ पे? Say here, if you see the project folder in this, we have created one. Let me go to project folder. Here we have created one folder called static और static के अंदर हमारा assets और forms बोल के 2 folders है. So what we have to do is wherever you are finding head, mid, last में जिधर भी आपको वो assets का folder का path मिल रहा है, we have to make a modification here. उसको बोलना है कि ये folder static folder के अंदर है. Okay, so how to mention that? Very simple. You have to make use of the python tag static keyword, और वो path को single quotation में डालो and close the python tag in this. So very simple. What we did was we open द पाइथन टैग, स्टैटिक बोल के कीवर्ड यूज करते हैं, उसके बाद सिंगल कोटेशन डाल के वो पाथ जो है उतना ही रखेंगे. सेम थिंग वी डू फॉर द नेक्स्ट, दैट इज असेट. ये लिंक्स है, डोंट डू फॉर द लिंक्स. सेम थिंग हियर, असेट फोल्डर को एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, सो यू कैन यूज दैट. मैं एक्चुअली कॉपी पेस्ट करता हूँ, फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस करता हूँ, बट आई एम डूइंग इट वेरी स्लो इन दिस केस सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. और उसके बाद you have to close those tags also in this case. That is also very important. Scroll up, यहाँ पे और एक है paste. And most important, when you are using the keyword static, आपको ये फोल्डर को यहाँ पे लोड करना है. मतलब you people have written hash include stdio.h in your C language. तब क्या होता था, एक फाइल एक्सेस होता था. You can access a file using that include. हमारे Python लैंग्वेज में we used a import keyword एक फाइल को एक्सेस करने के लिए. लेकिन सर एक फोल्डर को एक्सेस कैसे कर सकते हैं? One folder, the complete folder you can access by putting a one more line on the top, that is a Python folder load static को कीवर्ड यूज करना है. लोड स्टैटिक मीन्स द लोड कीवर्ड आपका स्टैटिक फोल्डर जो है, पूरा स्टैटिक फोल्डर के यहाँ पे एक्सेस हो रहा है, इट विल मेंशन दैट इन दिस, एंड दिस शुड बी देयर इन ऑल द 3 पेजेस, ऑल द हेड, मिड एंड लास्ट. So I'll just copy paste it. So wherever you are using that static keyword, we have to use this load static. Even here we use load static on the first line. It should be on the first line in this case. अभी जैसे हमने यहाँ पे जो भी asset folder को access कर रहा था, we used a static keyword path in this. Same thing you search in the mid. Mid के अंदर जिधर भी वो asset folder को access कर रहा है, just scroll it and we find it here. Paste करो, tag को close करो. Scroll down, that's it. I think उसके अलावा नहीं है. Go to the same last in this, जहाँ पे हमने load static बोल के फर्स्ट लाइन पे डाला है. Check if there is assets folder. Yes, we have many assets folder here. तो उनका भी path को change कर रहा है. This is very important. नहीं तो आपका design appearance नहीं आएगा. And close the tag in this case. Copy paste करो. Later once you get experience, find and replace करने का सीखो, because that will save huge amount of time in this. कैसे replace करना वो भी important है. You can see all are ending with .js. इसको पूरा मैं replace कर सकता हूँ. How? Very simple. I will write something like this. तो उसका .js आएगा. तो .js के बदले में we use the complete thing in this case. इसको हम यहाँ पे replace कर सकते हैं. So .js को single quotation close होना चाहिए, then we close it in this. So ऐसे हम इसको we can have the complete merge in this case, or double quotation close, then we have a script close. तो ऐसे करें तो हमारा क्या होता है, you can see the change that I am making here will be reflected in all these 4 lines. वो box में दिखा रहा है. Okay, you can learn that option also in this case. नहीं तो first time if you are a beginner, go with the simple steps, because expert बनने का कोशिश first time पे मत करो. Okay, save this. तो काम हमारा हो गया. So we have to make sure that it is done in all the 3 files, that is head, mid and last. इसके बाद one last step that we will be concentrating is हमारे जो भी HTML pages हमने create किया, that is in this template folder, हमने जितने भी HTML pages यहाँ पे create करे, वो HTML pages में we have to import these head, mid and last. हेड, मिड, लास्ट को ये तीनों सब HTML pages में एक्सेस करना है. हाउ डू वी डू दैट? वेरी सिंपल. यहाँ पे you write in the head tag, you have to write a Python tag in this and write include double quotation designs slash head.html. Okay, so designs is a folder that we have created. Inside that वहाँ पे head.html बोल के फाइल है. This line we put it inside the head tag. Body tag start होने के बाद you put here as mid. Body tag close होने से पहले you put it as last. This should be common in all the pages that you are using. All जो भी आपके HTML pages हैं वो सभी HTML pages में you have to copy paste these things. So let us do that. Again थोड़ा टाइम बचाने के लिए I can make use of this head body को भी replace कर देता हूँ because structure वही रहेगा. So change password, you can see head body दोनों है, replace कर दो. Again next page head body है, replace कर दो. Then next head body together, replace. Then next head body, replace. Bootstrap is not required now. तो जो पहले हमने bootstrap लिखा था that we will change because हमारे head tag में already bootstrap है, so this is not required in this. So bootstrap निकालो, admit को copy paste करो. Then we have student register, remove the links, admit को copy paste करो. Then we have a user login, bootstrap को निकाल दो, admit को copy paste. And most important, हर एक पेज में लास्ट में we have to add one more, that is last.html. तो इसको सभी HTML पेजेस में कॉपी पेस्ट करो. अगेन लास्ट ऑलरेडी है यहाँ पे. सेव. नेक्स्ट चेंज पासवर्ड, बॉडी टैग में कॉपी दिस, पेस्ट. देन उसके बाद ऑपरेटर होम से बॉडी टैग क्लोज होने से पहले लास्ट. सर्च स्टूडेंट, बॉडी टैग क्लोज होने से पहले लास्ट. स्टूडेंट डिटेल्स, बॉडी टैग क्लोज होने से पहले लास्ट. स्टूडेंट होम, बॉडी टैग होने से पहले लास्ट. स्टूडेंट लॉगिन, बॉडी टैग होने से पहले लास्ट. स्टूडेंट रजिस्टर, बॉडी टैग क्लोज होने से पहले लास्ट. यूजर लॉगिन, सेम थिंग लास्ट. तो सभी पेजेस में और क्या कर रहा है, एक लाइन ऐड करना पड़ता है, 3 लाइन्स ऐड करना पड़ता है. ऑल द HTML पेजेस, दैट इज डिजाइन्स हेड, डिजाइन्स विड, डिजाइन्स लास्ट. डिजाइन हेड को हम क्या करते हैं, वी पुट इट इनसाइड द हेड टैग इन दिस, एंड बॉडी टैग ओपन होने के बाद नेक्स्ट लाइन पे वी क्रिएट अ विड इन दिस केस, एंड लास्ट में दैट इज बिफोर क्लोजिंग द बॉडी टैग वी पेस्ट द last.html. तो ये 3 लाइन्स हर एक जगह पे कॉपी पेस्ट करते हैं. Okay, so these are all the activities that we are doing in this. I'll just summarize it once in this case. क्या क्या किया? First thing, we downloaded one HTML template whichever suited our project. That's the first thing in this. उसके बाद second thing we did was we edited those templates कि हमारे को जो चाहिए उसको रखे, जो नहीं चाहिए उसको delete कर दिए. Then most important was the लेबल. वहाँ पे जो लेबल था, दैट इज वेयर आई वांट माय वेब पेज टू बी डिस्प्लेड, उसको हमने प्रोटेक्ट किया एंड वी केप्ट इट एज अ सेंटर पेज इन दिस केस. उसके बाद देन वी कॉपीड ऑल द फाइल्स एंड फोल्डर्स एक्सेप्ट द HTML पेजेस. HTML पेज को छोड़ के जो भी फोल्डर्स थे वहाँ पे वी कॉपीड दोज फोल्डर्स, और हमारे एप्लीकेशन के अंदर वी क्रिएटेड वन फोल्डर हियर. So in the application folder, we created a folder called as static. उसके अंदर हमने हमारा जो भी फोल्डर हमारे टेम्पलेट जो एडिट किए थे कॉपी करके यहाँ पे पेस्ट कर दिए. उसके बाद the next thing we did was we went to the templates folder, एक नया फोल्डर क्रिएट किए called as designs. Inside designs we created 3 HTML files, head, mid and last. And then हमारा जो HTML पेज जो हमने एडिट किया था, इन दैट फ्रॉम द हेड टैग के अंदर जो भी कंटेंट्स यू गॉट, कॉपीड दोज कंटेंट्स, वी पुट इट इनसाइड द head.html. नेक्स्ट, बॉडी टैग ओपन होने के बाद जो भी टैग्स मिलते हैं टिल द लेबल दैट वी हैड केप्ट इट एज अ मार्क पॉइंट इन दिस, वहां तक सब कंटेंट को कॉपी करके वी पुट इट इनसाइड द mid.html. और वो जो लाइन था दैट इज अ मार्क पॉइंट, उसके नीचे का जो भी टैग था टिल द क्लोज ऑफ द बॉडी टैग, उसको सब हमने क्या किया, वी पुट इट इनसाइड द last.html. so 3 कॉपी पेस्ट यहाँ पे हो गए. इसका होने के बाद अगेन we opened the HTML, each HTML page in this case, वो HTML पेजेस में we copy pasted 3 lines. One is head.html, mid.html, last.html. head.html को हमने head टैग में डाला है, बॉडी टैग ओपन होने के बाद mid.html को पेस्ट किया वो लाइन, एंड लास्ट बॉडी टैग होने क्लोज होने से पहले we pasted the last.html. The same structure is followed in all your HTML pages which you have created till today in this case. Okay, इतना होने के बाद save all these files in this, and we will stop at this point till today in this, because यहाँ पे और थोड़ा 50% बाकी है. This is a 50% what we have done in this case. Okay, और थोड़ा 50% है. I don't want to merge everything in one class because it will get more complicated. So we will stop at this point.